WSSU Ram Nation. Went to a women's basketball game this afternoon, and I need a drink. It was tough, but we'll get through it. WSSU women taking on Barton, and it was a L, 64-56. We'll talk with Coach Lamont and hear from the star of the game about what happened and how they plan to move forward right after this. All right, WSSU Ram Nation. What's going on, everybody? This is SJG. I appreciate you guys for tapping in with me as we transition into basketball season. Still got some football stuff coming for you guys, but, covered the basketball game on Tuesday night, and I definitely wanted to pay homage to the WSSU women. As I said, it's a tough game. Took on Barton College, which is out of Wilson, I believe, another Division II school. And we took a 64-56 loss on the chin. This was a game that was close in stretches, but every time the women's basketball team from WSSU got close, Barton would go on a run, and the Rams didn't really have much of an answer. So I could talk to you about it a little bit, but let's hear from Coach Lamont, and then we'll be back.
Well, this was a game that we played last year, and so the contract stated they had to come back over to Winston to play us. So they also have a new coach. Their coach retired. She was in the stands though, and I didn't get to go speak to her, but she's still around the program. They're all-time winningest coach. So this is a new coach that they have on the program. So scouting them, we had to look at some of the new games that they just played because they run a totally different offense now. They used to be a pressing team, and so they didn't really press us. I don't even know how many turnovers we have. We don't have a stat sheet. But they came in, did a good job. We knew they was going to shoot the three, and they did. Everything we scouted, they did. Where we talked about the handoff, and it's a fake handoff, and we still kept falling for the fake handoff, and they was just getting layup after layup. So pretty disappointed with the way we played, especially knowing we went over all of the information of what they were going to do. Second half, we played a lot better. Put in a couple of new plays for the girls, so they picked up on it. Then we had to make some substitutions. Girls got tired because we put ourselves in a hole. We just can't do that, man. We can't start down. We can't do that early.
Yeah, big deficit. You guys fought back a couple times, and just kind of a little bit to overcome. Let's talk about again season to date. You had the previous win in the home opener, a couple losses to start the season.
Yep.
5 games in, where what do you feel like guys are?
At the drawing board, starting all over again. Because what I thought we were going to be, we haven't became that team yet. We started off good the very first game, took Frostburg, was up by 20 in the third quarter, and ended up losing it defensively. We was killing. So I was very excited about the potential of our team. Second game, we was a little sick. It showed. The other team shot 43s. And we just haven't rebounded back yet. We still got like 3 people out from sickness, but hopefully everybody gets back up here. We got to work on our defense, because if we can't score, and I think I said that word loud enough that the entire gym heard me say what I said going into the halftime, we got to stop somebody. Yeah, we go to A&T Thursday.
So obviously Division I school, historical rival. How do you guys bounce back from this game and get focused on them? How do you guys do that?
First off, we got to figure out who we are. We got to work on ourselves. A&T was picked to win their division, their conference. And ironically, I looked at when I was doing my reports for them, I didn't realize A&T hadn't won a game yet. So it'll be interesting going over there with them. They are who they are. They're going to slow the ball down. They're going to run their offense. And, right now, they're going to literally just sag down. We got to figure out what's
And there you have it, folks. You hear from Coach Lamont. Obviously, she's disappointed in the way her team came out on Tuesday night. Just a tough night all around. WSSU, as I'm pulling up the stats here, they never led in the game. They trailed by as many as 19 points. It was 50-31 late in the third quarter. They did mount a comeback. They cut it to about 4 or 5 points at one point, but they were never able to get over the hump. So WSSU women have now fallen to 1-4. They do have a win over Lee's McRae in the home opener. So, and as you heard Coach Lamont say, they're going over to East Greensboro to play that school. So a lot that they're going to work out looking forward. The one thing that did work out for the WSSU women's basketball program, Christiana McLean. This young woman scored 27 points. Just a really, really solid point total. She is a player that has been on the Rams roster for a while, but she's seeing really her first extended action as a part of the program this year, and she's paid dividends. We'll hear from Coach Lamont, and then we'll hear from Miss McLean herself and come back and finish this up.
How do you feel about how the game went today, and where do y'all go from here?
I think we gotta just keep trusting each other, pushing, making sure we bring energy and effort every play, every possession. We made some little mistakes, but we kept fighting. We got it close. It was almost a 20-point game. We got it down to 5 points. So there's nothing we can't do. We beat ourselves, and that's all it was.
And how do you plan to adapt to different opponents? How do you plan to adapt your playing style to different opponents?
Just trust our coaches with scout, and just trust ourselves. We can compete with anybody who we want to. Just keep trusting ourselves, getting in the gym, putting in work, and we can compete with anybody out there.
Talk about your game. You played a great game tonight. Obviously, it's a team game, but talk about what was working for you.
I was just getting to the basket a little bit. My teammates were finding me. We were cutting. Just trying to get to the basket, make something happen. Just keep moving, basically.
And what was Coach Lamont telling you, encouraging you to shoot the ball down the stretch? What were your coaches telling you? It seemed like you're still trying to get the other teammates involved, but you feel like you haven't had a thing over.
Yeah, we knew that we could get to the basket and transition. Attacking the basket was our strong suit today. So we were trying not to settle for jump shots, myself included. That's really it. They told us to just keep attacking, running the floor. And that's all we were trying to do, all of us, including myself.
A bright spot for you guys today. I was going over her bio. She played high school ball in Wake Forest, and then went over to Marshall. You guys got her last year. What was the process of getting her and to here last year?
Yeah, we actually had Chris 2 years ago. She came in with the team we had that was pretty good 2 years ago. And what happened is her knee, she's bone on bone. And so we were having issues with that. So she didn't play that first year. Last year, bounced back, was trying to still adjust, but she still had a lot of issues with her knee. This year, she literally went at it this summer with her rehab, and also with getting on the court so she can bounce back a little bit. So I'm really excited about Chris. She's doing a great job right now. Everything we've thrown at her, she's come in, she's that leader for us, she's vocal, she's physical, she's the only one scoring for us right now. I think she might be our leading scorer as of today. So, I'm very proud of her. She's come in and done a great job.
Yeah, and obviously some other young ladies are gonna have to step up.
Yeah.
Anything else you saw tonight that you really feel like going forward you can build on?
It's a lot of stuff to build on when you're that bad. But I'm very proud of Sierra. Sierra was getting triple teamed tonight, and it's because people know that she is our leading scorer. She's close to averaging a double-double. And so they honed in on that. So we had to figure out another way where we couldn't go inside out because we wouldn't hit our outside shots. So we just got to figure it out. We really do. We got to go back to the drawing board with everything. Even with myself. Hell, I need to go to the drawing board.
So, yeah, great game for Miss McLean. Again, she's a Wake Forest, North Carolina native. Played some college ball over at Marshall, been at WSSU for a while, getting her time to shine. She was 11 for 20 on Tuesday night, a very big bright spot for the Rams. But it was a night where they struggled shooting from the field and the three-point line. There were no 3 points made for the game for WSSU. Let me double check that as I'm pulling up the stats here from the website on my phone. There were WSSU three-pointers that were 1 for 6, so 16%. Tough to win that way. So we'll see what happens moving forward. But the WSSU women will be going over to East Greensboro to take on North Carolina A&T. And look, guys, there's a lot of games this season where there are no men's games when the women play. So when you guys get a chance, if you're local and you're in the city, it's a great time to come experience WSSU basketball. Give them your support. And, again, we all love a winner. And so they've got a ways to go, as Coach Lamont said. But, always give them that support. And especially if you're over in Greensboro or in that area, as they go down the road to take on the Incats. All right, guys. Appreciate you, WSSU Ram Nation, and I will see you in the next video.